this one really fucking got me here. The Punisher 1000. Why don't you take this one for me?
The Punisher one. It's duh. I thought it was Dap Punisher.
Dap Punisher.
Yeah, Dap Punisher. Dap the
Dap
spray.
Punisher.
Yes, the
Dap
stuff.
Punisher. Maybe it's Russian. Dap Punisher.
Whatever.
10 to 1000.
I hate when people say duh instead of the. It's THE, motherfucker. Learn how to
I say it
spell.
to annoy people, though.
And I'm bad with grammar, by the way.
All right,
so
I'll take this one.
I'll take it. Let me
All
take
right.
it. Bullshit. You never knew what it was like to be of the opposite sex. To say you're trapped in the opposite sex is trapped in your body is a fucking mental disease like anorexia. I'm going to finish it before I comment.
Keep going.
The anorexic... He didn't even spell it right.
The anorexic comma.
The anorexic comma thinks they are fat because they're actually skin and bones. Not only would they never say that in reality, these transgender folks live in a false reality because they have never known what it's like to be something that they were never born to be. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Okay, anorexia, which is... He spells it right and then misspells it.
It has nothing to do with this. It's completely
Anorexia is
irrelevant.
anorexia is an eating disorder. Gender identity disorder is completely different, and it's considered not a mental illness, but an identity disorder because you're the wrong gender. Your brain actually is.
It's wired.
We have pictures. We have MRIs, EKGs of transgender people's brains, and it turns out that, gee, look, their brains are very similar to the sex they say they are, that they feel that they are, not the sex that they're born as. Gee, this is really fascinating. Now, anorexia is completely fucking different. It has a completely different... And
it's treatable. It's more or less treatable.
Well, transgenderism is treatable, too. It's called a sex change.
Right. And acceptance.
Yes, exactly.
Anorexia,
acceptance.
It's not fucking self-destructive to be transgender. Inherently, it is not.
No.
Anorexia is.
Yeah, it kills
It's inherently destructive. And these transgender folks live in a false reality because they've never known what it's like to be something they were never born to be.
No,
what the fuck does that even mean?
They know what... my God. It's so they've been transgender their whole lives, and they've never known what it's like to be the opposite gender.
No, I think what he's trying to get at is that she's never experienced what it's like to be a woman in the sense of having all that male privilege that you hear so much about that she got to experience, or some bullshit like that. Which, in fact, she didn't because she was fucking transgender, and ever since she started, growing a brain and gaining memories and hitting the age of 4, she never felt right. She never felt right her entire fucking life until she got to the age of 14, until she finally found a word for it.
I'm just going to point this out there that male fucking privilege, really only applies to
straight,
straight white Christian men. But another thing to understand about male privilege is
doesn't mean it's achievement.
If you're gay and you can't fucking hide it as a kid, like you're very flamboyant and you're just you're just girly, like some of my gay friends were when I was going to school. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Your male privilege goes out the fucking door, and getting your ass kicked every day is your fucking life. Getting called fag, beat the fuck up, and ignored by teachers and administration because you're gay, that's the life you have. There's no fucking male privilege there. There's just fucking wanting to slit your wrist every day.
Yeah, and just to clarify, male privilege doesn't mean it's a fucking accomplishment to be straight and white. It just means you have to not deal with certain bullshit growing up. Like, unlike this person had to. Or, the Punisher is probably a female. Probably male.
I don't
know.
It
doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Keep going.
Human scum.
In the comment section. Completely agree. Don't even go further with that.
Why do Why do liberals keep changing labels on things? Life is a lot simple when you stick to norm. Who's norm?
Normal.
Why cause yourself so much heartache? The blood of the boy is on the hands of liberals.
Because transgender people never existed until about 5 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Until liberals just sprouted out of the Cabbage Patch and took over.
Well, let me just. Life is a lot simpler when you stick to the norm.
Yeah.
Let me answer this. Why cause yourself so much heartache? Let me think. Because I will never, ever, 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 ever be happy being with a woman. Because 1, I'm gay. 2, I'm a bottoming. I like to take fucking dick, motherfucker. That's what. that means. It means I could never ever get off, and I can't get off either
why,
when I talk.
why can't you just get her strap on for her?
Because it's not the fucking same.
No
I'm
shit.
attached and attracted to men, men's personalities, men's body types, men's smell, everything about men I'm attracted to. I am not attracted to females in any fucking way. And why would I stick to the norm of being a false heterosexual when all it would is cause me grief, it would cause me dysphoria, it would cause me suicidal tendencies? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? And that's
Right.
causing myself heartache, you fucking retard.
I cause yourself so much harder. You're right. I bet. I bet if she had the choice, she probably wouldn't have wanted those feelings, and especially near the end, she probably wouldn't have wanted those feelings. And you know what? For myself, I'm to the point where I'm glad I am what I am. I'm glad I'm so fucked up according to society in terms of my sexuality, my taste, and everything. It's fucking brilliant. It fucking gives me a perspective that I don't think I would have ever had if I was just a straight, normal 1950s sitcom Leave It to Beaver motherfucker.
You know what's sad though is our society is more concerned with people's gender identity and sexual orientation than anything else, it seems like these days. And here's the reality. And people say, oh, no, it's not. No one gives a shit. But here's the thing. If no one gave a shit, we'd have our fucking rights by now. And here's the thing. Is people spend more time, trying to discuss this kind of shit.
And I'm disgusted that we're discussing it now, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. We're discussing the stupid discussion. I mean, here's something interesting. You know what? Graphene is coming into existence more and more every day. It's becoming cheaper. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to make batteries in laptops that last 2 to 4 weeks. Why am I derailing this comment? I'm not derailing this conversation. I'm not derailing it. I'm just saying that this is shit we should be talking about as a society, not about how this girl is so fucked up because she's transgender. We should be talking about graphene. We should be talking about glass.
Space travel.
Exactly. How does the saying go?
Great people talk about ideas. Average people talk about things. Small people talk about other fucking people. And here we go. Drug and alcohol abuse, a farrago of mental illness, and high rates of depression and suicide have been well documented amongst sexual deviants and perverts, and those afflicted with gender dysphoria, which are in themselves mental disorders. Cool, huh? And yet, let the liberals tell it. It's all everyone else's fault. It's all because of bullying. Well, who the fuck causes people to turn to drugs and cutting themselves, among other things? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the unacceptance of other people.
In psychology and sociology,
they're the victims. Wait, it's not done. Moreover, those of the LGBTQ community are biological redundancies, serving no evolutionary purpose or value to the human species, and have made negligible at best.
So
whatever that fucking
let me
means.
tear into this. Okay, there's something in psychology and sociology we call minority stress. Minority stress is basically being a small group of people who you identify as yourselves because you're all the fucking same technically in a certain stance.
It goes back to privileges if you're white, straight, and Christian.
Right. And that when you're a minority or not the majority and the minority oppresses you, it causes stress. It causes you to break down.
Yeah,
it causes you to break down. And what ends up happening is you try to release that. Go back up to the comment.
Yeah.
You tend to release that, and you want to release that, and the only way you do is you turn to drugs, you turn to sex, you turn to alcohol, you turn to many, many other things. And I love how he says amongst sexual deviants and perverts. This is ridiculous. At high rate, the high rates of depression and suicide is because people are oppressing us, not because. Oh Jesus! This is pretty much the bully. I call it the bully's excuse. Bully punches a kid falls down and cries. Teacher goes to bully and says, why did you punch the kid? Well, because he's crying. If he doesn't stop, I'm going to punch him again. That is the same mentality that Steven Crowder right here just posted. And incorrigible cynicism is actually supposedly not a form of Steven Crowder, but a handle he supposedly uses from what I've read. So, I mean, but here's the thing, though. If we didn't have the minority stress, minorities wouldn't have high drug and alcohol abuse.
Yeah, it's just like when fucking African Americans had a high rate of children out of wedlock and not being able to support themselves.
African Americans have the same issues.
Yeah.
High alcohol and drug abuse, a farrago of mental illnesses, and high rates of depression and suicide. African Americans had those too back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and still today.
You can't hide being black. You can hide being gay. Just choose to be normal. Yeah, just choose to be fucking normal.
I have been told that so many times that if I hear it one more time, I will fucking smack the person who says it.
Well, we haven't run into that comment yet, but I'm sure we will. Let me just zoom out here a little bit here.
Let's scroll up.
Okay, you found one?
If you're born with a dick, you're a dude. He killed himself because... And he's
He was a dumb shit, good riddance. Okay, fucking Nazi.
So,
Next.
anyway, he's capitalizing he. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Liberals and progressives love science when it comes to discussing about religion or climate change, but apparently hate it when it comes to discussing about the transgender community. Science hates that he
States.
is a male because he has male genitalia. Gender is based on biological, psychological traits.
Physiological
Traits, not psychological ones. Okay, first of all, this moron...
It is based on psychological traits.
Gender is actually fluid in human beings and most animal kingdoms. In fact, did you know
Well,
that...
look at his name.
I know, he's trolling... Oh, God, he's trolling Thunder. But anyways, he's still a conservative retard. Anyways,
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, just
gender,
benefit of the doubt.
There's sexuality and gender. Sexuality is biological, and that changes, of course, with what you do to yourself in terms of, operations. But gender is a social thing. It is created by society. It is sociology-based. Gender is a label we place to separate us. That's all it is. No Marxism there, folks. It's just a label. That's all gender is. Male, female.
Last one.
Girl, guy. That is what gender is. It doesn't have anything outside of a social context. So this guy's wrong on that issue.
Yeah.
Okay, now furthermore, we don't need males. Males really are actually obsolete creatures. We create genetic variability, but diversity. But the reality is that females can produce young by themselves without males. In fact, if you take an egg and you poke it, it will start dividing, and eventually you'll have an exact clone of the mother from that one egg.
Male or female?
It will be a female. It'll be an exact clone of the mother.
Oh. Neat.
But it doesn't have genetic variety. See, there's some lizards that do that. It's called asexuality or asexual reproduction.
But you're just trying to say that males should be ashamed of themselves for being male and hate themselves, and they have no contribution to society.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yes, males, you are a fucking genetic anomaly. Us males, we're a fucking mutation. Okay, our dick and testicles actually come from the fact that our ovaries dropped and our uterus it basically came out of us.
I prefer to be male, though.
Well, so do I. But I'm just saying that reality is that males don't need need not exist.
It doesn't mean that you're less because you're fucking male. It's just the reality of it all.
Yeah, you
can still be a fucking great person and contribute to society in great ways. So many males have. How many people know that Sir Isaac Newton was born on December 25th? Yeah, no one. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of people are relating that to comparing it to people who feel like they're a different species, which has nothing to do with
Species dysphoria and gender dysphoria are two separate things.
Yep.
Sorry. Wait, what does this say?
That's another one. If you're born with a dick, he's a he.
It's a fucking he.
Nah, I'm gonna scream.
So John Answell is most likely a 3-year-old, so keep going.
Yep, thanks for the insight, John, there. I'm sure you solved a lot of the transgender issue with that comment.
So let's wrap this up really quick.
I'm a tree trapped in a boy's body. What do you think? That sounds stupid? Yeah, about as ridiculous as a girl trapped in a boy's body. No, it's fucking completely obvious.
Leviticus 20:13.
Fuck Leviticus.
What is Leviticus 20:13? You know what Leviticus 20:13 is, folks, who don't understand what that is? Leviticus 20:13 says, if a man lives with a man with a woman, he shall be put to death. The blood is upon their hands, their head, their whatever. It's one of the passages of Leviticus code that says, kill gay people. Leviticus has nothing to do with transgender. My God, because technically, if a person was a female and they laid off another male, they did a pro stop. Whatever. It actually coincides with Leviticus.
Yeah.
In terms of it follows the stupid kosher codes.
No person that's an idiot. I'm actually a refrigerator trapped in a boy's body. Blah blah blah. Kind of the parents. Yeah. One less freak to worry about. The story made my day. Poor freak was so tormented by his body dysmorphia disorder that he had to take his own pathetic life. And I like how he got 10 upvotes for that. Can we kill you and your family next? You are pretty freakish to me. Exactly.
I like what one person put, drink bleach, bitch.
Mine's well. Here's a violin playing just for her, Crimea River. Why can't we just treat transgender folk like we treat left-handed people? Once they work out that they are left-handed, we go, that's interesting. Here, have some left-handed scissors. We don't judge them and tell them that they have to use normal scissors to deny their left-handedness. We don't bully them and tell... You know, at one point, didn't they...
You know what? That's good. Yes, it did kill left-handed people.
Kill? When?
Back in ancient times, you would actually be murdered.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of things against left-handed people at some point.
Yeah, I look forward to the day that transgenderism is no bigger deal in daily life than left-handedness. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you very much for that comment. Exactly my thoughts. What does Christian say?
You mean Chrisad?
No, scroll down.
Oh, scroll down?
Yeah.
Oh, Christian mission.
Just another tragedy libs and atheists exploit to attack religion. I'm not even going to read any more of this. It doesn't need to be read anymore. It's just another fucking Christian.
I think it's starting to blur together, isn't it? How the news are made, in this case, in other cases, fuck every heterosexual kid that kills himself every day, that are mocked by scumbag bullies. Now, just concentrate on transgender gay suicide victims because it's not so common. Don't concentrate on same-race shoutings, just shootings between cops and black people.
Okay, let me point this out. Okay, because it's not so common. Actually, the reason why transgenderism gets more headlined, or gay people committing suicide gets more headlined, is because gay children are 6 to 7 times more likely to commit suicide because of dumb fuck bigots like you every fucking day. And transgender people are 14 times more likely to commit suicide because of fucking idiots like you and idiot parents and idiot societies. And you know how you fix this issue? You know how you get more coverage? It's that you know how you get more coverage for your heterosexual people who commit suicide? Stop making us gay people and transgender fucking people want to commit suicide, you dumb fucking prick.
Another fucking paragraph. This kind of just sum this up here. It's just like, it's not, you don't know what it's like to be the opposite sex. You know what it feels like to be a woman if you're not born a woman.
When someone says I got nothing against, or they say I don't mean to be rude, or I don't mean to be an asshole, or when they say I don't, or I'm sorry, there's usually something they're gonna say there that's negative, that's bullshit. I usually write their comment
not
off.
so much this time. Just I don't understand. He doesn't know. How do you know what it's like to be the opposite sex if you're not born that way?
I'm going to say this. He writes this: a man will never truly understand what it's like to be a woman, and vice versa. Actually, yes, because a transgender person has to deal with being a transgender person, and then a post-op female or male, and then deal with people saying, "Well, you don't look female" or "You don't look male," and judging them and being a bigot to them. So, yeah, fuck that person. Going next.
Surprising, It has a Tumblr. You ever see that movie, Boys Don't Cry?
I like
where
this.
the sheriff actually refers to the girl that killed herself as It. Yeah.
Wait, scroll up. I like this guy named Pip Anno who responds, "Go back into your mother's cunt, Bible fucker."
Not the most thoughtful comment, but you know.
That's a very thoughtful comment. That's awesome.
It is amusing. Not the most insightful comment, though. Not the most, I would say, civil comment.
Mark
there we go.
Bradley. I know people would call me a bigot for saying this, but
maybe. But many transgender people were born hermaphrodites. This means that they still have female sex organs hidden away in their body, which of course still produce hormones. That's why transgender people are so confused about who they are. It's a medical problem. Free for you. They hate me now. Well, then just...
That's not being bigoted!
Yeah, if she just got the surgery, then she'd be fine. I mean, that's pretty much it.
I'm looking at this
if you
comment.
think it that way,
I know people will call me a bigot for saying this. Well, you know what's interesting is there's actually a little bit of science there's a little bit of science. There's scientists who are looking into this right now about hermaphrodited brains or hermaphrodited styles of the brain, which would cause bodies causing transgenderism with hormone releases and things like that. I mean, this person. I mean, yes, this one person writes back, citation needed.
Maybe, but you know, that's a pretty. I would say that's a pretty sound comment. I mean, that could be pretty much it.
It's an interesting conjecture. Yeah, it's an interesting conjecture. I mean, the reality is that there's really no difference between males and females, and the differences that they people say there is are so very slight. It's almost not even necessary to even comment on. The reason is because
kind of like if being a homosexual was a lifestyle choice, it's not. Even if it was a lifestyle choice, it's not really something to be commenting on because it's not a fucking big deal to begin with, and it's not your fucking business.
Right,
if
exactly.
that was the case. And it's not. And to say and even if it was, that doesn't automatically justify making laws against it.
Exactly.
Because in the end, we go back to ethics, and ethics states that it doesn't inherently harm or / benefit anyone to be gay because it just is. It's just a state of being.
Well, it benefits the gay people to be who they are.
Right. Well, it's true because you have yeah. Helping needed. Fuck the parents. By the way. It's even more disgusting. Leo's parents who would have liked you to believe that they supported her when she came out to them as a gay male, but didn't accept her as a trans woman. Yeah, they fucking didn't. Yeah, they fucking didn't. And then, of course, they'll be like, well, we did all we could.
Yeah, their story has been redacted and retold so many times now.
Yeah, this is starting to blur together here. If he was
so
born a girl,
let me put this out this way, though,
guy.
is that they actually never really did support Leela as a gay male. Before that she came out as transgender, they never did. They never accepted her. And that's just kind of disgusting facts about it. And it really pisses me off.
Let me go through some of my previous comments on this here.
So, but anyways, that's about enough time we have for tonight. What do you think, hon?
Yeah, I think it's about as far as we can go because, right now it's going back to the same type of comments, faithful follower of Jesus Christ, different corrupt religions, blah, blah, blah. Blah 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 version of Christianity, born a male, born a male, born a male, born a male, born a fucking male.
If Christians really want to stop being seen as bigots, then they need to stop being bigoted.
I'm a fucking animal. Yeah, it's just starting to blur together here. So I think we kind of addressed any kind of real thoughtful comments because otherwise we're gonna get into shit like this. It's a fucking faggot can accept the fact that he's a male. And that's not really.
Hey, wait, go back up. Pip,
that's not really even.
Pip comments again in response.
Eat shit, cunt head.
Eat shit, cunt head.
But yeah, it's getting to the point where these things are not even worth commenting on. And in fact, these type of things, I just blur the name out so they don't even get the glory that I would give them if I put them in a fucking video about them. Good riddance. We need less of the crackpot fucked up faggots. Seriously, all the other gays and transgenders faggots need to follow after this self-centered douchebag. Yeah, such a douchebag. Telling people to kill themselves, right?
His name is Coon Pooch. The fuck is Coon Pooch?
I don't know.
I'm scared. I'm actually scared. That's a racial slur. It sounds like.
If he only just chose to be normal, he would have. Hail white Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not a fucking troll post.
Scroll up.
It's a troll post. Fuck
gay people are gay.
Maybe if he didn't choose his life of sin and slept with a woman like a normal heterosexual Christian male, he wouldn't have. It's a troll post. It's so fucking obvious and transparent. With either X blah 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 blah. Is it possible to exercise the gay out of someone? No, it's not. If you commit suicide over being bullied, then you're the coward. Yeah, it's wrong use of your. Being a grammar Gestapo aside. You're a fucking idiot. Idiot, fucking idiots everywhere. Everywhere I turn, there's fucking idiots. I gotta give you some credit, Pip. This is, you got quite the endurance test here by commenting on, responding to almost everyone here so much. I'm a bear trapped in a giant hairy man's body. Well, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's another one. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here for today. I think we covered enough. So, what do you people out there think? Do you think transgenderism is a thing? Is it a movement? Because we all know what the facts say. If you just read a fucking book, that's not the Bible. That's not written by the Christian apologist that you can find in the library.
If you have a sense of any type of intelligence, you should be able to just figure it out on your own. I'm sorry, but you should. If you have any type of intelligence, you should be able to figure it out on your own. That it doesn't fucking matter if someone is a female but they were born male, or if someone's gay, or if someone's black, or if someone's whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is someone's a fucking retard and basically trying to hurt other people with their stupidity and their beliefs.
Okay, this will be the last one I want to go on here. Terrian Mingigagaka. Orientation isn't a choice, changing your gender is, and that's why I don't support it. Why? Do you not support getting a tattoo? I feel that people who feel they were born with the wrong gender should just not subscribe to typical gender roles. I love my gay cousin and support him, but I wouldn't support changing gender. Yeah. Not much else that I can say to that.
I mean, I can say a lot to him. Is just that it's still the whole transgender people are the last to be accepted. Now, I'm just going to point this out that I would actually have thought, and I personally thought when I was younger, that transgender people would be accepted more because they tend to, when they change sexes, fit into the normal heteronormative, life. Mm-hmm. They're usually straight, they're usually straight.
Yeah, they just feel like they're, and I want to end on this too, because a great example is one of my favorite bands, Steam Power Giraffe. One of their members is a transgender person.
She's a transgender lesbian.
Basically she's a transgender lesbian. She originally was born a male into females. And, she's a prime example of how I think it should be, for her at least. I don't know what experience she's had with her family and friends.
They've actually been very supportive.
Obviously, the band's supportive because she's pretty much a full female now in the band and
she
in
is
life.
Fucking beautiful. By the way, she's a wife.
No, I mean in life.
Oh, in life. I was about to say she's a wife, but no, and she's beautiful. By the way, I mean, obviously, if you ever looked at Rabbit, she's fucking beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, she was beautiful as a guy. She's just as beautiful as a girl. And honestly, I'll say this is that she's a fabulous female, and I'm so glad that she's been honest and open about who she is.
And yes, and even that has garnered a lot of transphobia fucking comments on her fucking videos, on Steam Power Giraffe's videos, but that is a story for another day.
Oh, I like Adam Chester. He's got a Republican logo.
This is why religion is a cancer. Fucking hate religious idiots. I hope her family dies from cancer and dies fucking slowly.
This is a Republican, ladies and gentlemen, saying this. That's great.
Yeah, that's the funny thing too. It's like, I'll get into that later. It's about politics. So I think that's as far as we need to go tonight. Have a nice night. Happy New Year.
Oh wait! Mother of God, how is this on every news site? I viewed had nothing but positive comments, but TYT's Young Turks
comment section is just this cesspool of bile and trolling. I'm sorry none of you were loved enough by your parents and that this is how you have to get attention, but kindly take it the fuck elsewhere.
That is a great note to end on. Thank you, Florence McKenna.
Yep. And that aside, I don't care for comment moderation because I love mocking the hell out of stupid fucking assholes, and I love the ability of keeping things open because it exposes stupid fucking assholes and we can ridicule them the fuck out of existence rather than have them in the shadows and bomb things and try to pass policies against us. So yes, I like having unmoderated comments because it exposes fucking assholes.
How many? And let's do the Smith and Forge count here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took us 8 Smith and Forges, 4 between each of us to get through this. I'm at least pretty smashed because I'm a lightweight, but yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling good myself.
So that was the top of the hour. Thank you so much for watching Nash and Crafty Talks.
Crafty Talk. Next time, if you like, subscribe. If not, subscribe anyway because you might like the next video.
Yep, and comment as well, please. We're always open to comments. We're not gonna block you.
I promise we will be civil in our responses as much as fucking possible.
Maybe you, not me. I'll just tell a person to go fuck off. I don't have time to waste for idiots. I have a life. I work 60 hours a week. I don't fucking care. I don't have time to waste. So if you're a fucking idiot and you're gonna post on our comment, I'm just gonna tell you go fuck the flying fuck off.
Don't encourage them. Don't encourage it. You'll just encourage normal people to fucking do that shit. We don't want to do that.
Well, we want normal people to tell those people to go fuck off too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Well, tonight, to that, good night and good luck.